Why have dogs and cats been portrayed over the years as mortal enemies? There have been movies made about this rivalry and has been the fodder for cartoons for decades. Fighting like cats and dogs is an idiom that's been used to denote attacking with reckless abandon or fierce arguing, particularly in the US. So why do dogs hate cats? There are a few key factors at play as it relates to dogs hating cats, but let's clear the air on the topic a little. Not all dogs hate cats. One could even say that dogs don't specifically hate cats at all. There are plenty of households out there that have coexisting cats and dogs and have never had an issue. Upbringing is an enormous factor for the dog as well as the cat. Often, if they're raised together, they'll be more likely to get along in the long term. And if a dog is used to having cats around, it'll be more prone to receive a new cat or kitten. However, one thing that needs to be trained out of the dog as early as possible is what is called prey drive. Does prey drive make dogs hate cats? Prey drive in a dog is triggered when something begins behaving like prey. In many ways, cats have the same behavior, but with much smaller animals. An aggressive dog would most likely leave a sleeping cat alone. But when it wakes up and starts playing, running around, or even gets scared of the dog and attempts to flee, instincts to chase as if hunting prey kicks in. Once this happens, chaos ensues, and it usually doesn't end well for the cat. When dogs that have a strong prey drive kick into gear, it is difficult to get them to give it up, which is why it is so important to have your dog well trained from an early age. Prey means anything that stimulates a chase. Though cats are most notorious to be at the receiving end of this behavior, anything can become a prey animal to a dog with a strong prey drive. Whatever appears to be running away, scurrying, or acting sketchy becomes a target to give chase. Depending on the dog, kids, other dogs, or any other animal that flee become a target, not just cats. Some cats behave in such a way that makes it too easy for a dog to give in to their desire to chase. Cats who are fearful or jittery around the dog would have issues before a calm and relaxed cat would. Sometimes cats invite problems. When a cat behaves fearfully, it can run and hide or stand and fight. The size doesn't matter in the minds of animals. Fearful cats can become their own worst enemy and actually provoke a fight with the dog, or even other cats if there are any, through their warning systems, growling, hissing, quick motions, and howling. Not all cats know their place. A good thing to remember, which is also easy to forget, is that cats are predators. Some cats think that they're more like their larger, more ferocious cousins rather than a house cat, and can be the aggressor towards an otherwise docile dog. Some dogs would back down to an aggressive stance from a cat only because it isn't behaving like prey and doesn't want the bother. But if the cat crosses the line and provokes the dog to feel like it has to defend itself, it will. Most well-trained and socialized dogs are wary of any repercussions from their owner and will choose to give some ground to the cat and be rewarded rather than scolded. Some dog breeds are more prone to have a high prey drive. Some breeds were specifically created to hunt, fight, track, and guard. Though the majority of these breeds exist today as house pets rather than workers, they still have the same skill sets instinctively present. Breeds that were not bred to do any of these kinds of things typically don't have the same strength of prey drive, therefore are less likely to have problems with smaller animals. Breeds that were bred to be simple house pets or for other non-hunting, retrieving or guarding purposes will be more tolerant of the young cat that is tearing around the house and less likely to see prey. Every dog is different. At the end of the day, every dog is different. Some people who own the most aggressive breeds on earth can tell you that they've had cats with their dogs and never had any issues. Others can tell tales of having breeds that are deemed docile or have great social reputations, but were a problem once a cat came into the picture. Every dog develops its own personality. It's almost impossible to know for sure whether or not your puppy is going to grow to be tolerant to cats or other animals. Most of the time, training does the trick, but it is never a sure thing, as all it takes is one incident with some breeds to ruin a dog as far as cats are concerned. To further confuse things, cats also have different personalities, and their attitude toward the dog can sway one way or the other as it grows. Regardless, the best we can do is train them and promote healthy living situations for both the cat and dog. Do you have a blend household of dogs and cats? If you do, tell us how you got your pets not to fight like cats and dogs. Thanks for checking out the video. Please leave a like and hit the subscribe button for more videos about some of your favorite canine breeds.